羽ばたいたら戻らないと言って目指す
Hello, my name is Jeffrey.
I'm Elise.
Oh yeah. I am Kai.
And welcome to the newest edition of English Hub. Today we will be talking about the movie Joker. Recently came out, almost about a month ago?
Yeah.
2 months ago?
3.
Has it been 3?
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
3
No, it
months.
came out in October, no?
December, November, October.
Anyways, honestly, I thought it was good for our time at least.
I thought it was alright, you know. I thought I had some problems with it, like too much violence, you know.
I thought it was great. I very much enjoyed it.
You know, speaking about the violence, it was said that before the movie even came out, they were like calling the military and like they were warning theaters about how, you know, to make
Oh,
just to
yeah.
watch out for dangerous people because it apparently would influence people to go out.
Yeah.
Because of the Dark Knight accident.
Really?
Yeah, someone came dressed up as Joker, you know, thinking it was a joke, and then he shot up a theater.
Really? Oh my god.
So that's why people thought this was gonna be worse.
But honestly, I think it turned out nicely. You know, I've said to many people in the past that, you know, watching it a couple times, like the more you watch it, the more you see, and you could really see how great his character development is throughout the whole entire movie. It's good in a way, although he's a villain later on. It's how they did it was well done to introduce his backstory. You know, take the side from where we're at right now, because we were just at what, Suicide Squad, right?
Trash.
Which is,
Yeah.
you know, many say that wasn't really a good Joker. We'll talk about that later. But it's nice how they introduced Arthur. We have a plain guy, you know. He's not. He's sort of stable, although he's, you know, going back and forth from his job, you know, trying to live off of that with his mom. But what's really nice is how slowly they show you how and why he became Joker.
Yeah, I really like how because most like hero villain movies, they usually just focus on the book itself, and usually the characters turn out garbage because they're only focusing on that plot instead of the character development.
Yeah.
And with Joker, they focus like a little on the book, but not as much. Whereas they try to develop the Joker character as their own.
Yeah, and that's a good thing, you know. We don't usually what we see is Batman versus Joker, Batman versus what, Penguin, Superman versus Batman. You know, I feel like this is a nice change because we usually see the backstory of the hero, you know, but now we get the villain, and it's better because we don't have a villain fighting against a hero. We just have villain, and then, you know, what was really nice was the ending for me at least, because it just it just shows you, like, although this is Joker's story, how they implemented, you know, a little bit of
Talk
Batman.
about the ending later. I don't know. I think it ended it. I think, I don't know. We'll talk about it later.
So, let's see. Alright guys. So, let's see. The most rewatchable scene. Here are our nominees. We have the Tai Chi scene with Joaquin Phoenix. You know, the weird dance that has become a meme now among, you know, many people. We have the midget scene. Leigh Gill played that role. And I'll get more into it. I'll just name them out. And the interview scene with Joaquin Phoenix again. and Robert De Niro. Now the Tai Chi, the reason why I gave this a nomination for the most rewatchable scene was because you see how Arthur is going through all of this, getting beat up by kids, getting beat up on the subway.
You should just man up.
It really does a lot on him, and the Tai Chi is what really keeps him stable from losing himself, not becoming a psycho. The midget scene, I gave it a nomination because although the whole thing was kind of messed up, it was still funny
That
because
relates to the midget.
because you have his friend getting tossed around, killed, getting stabbed right in front of his eyes by Arthur, and then Arthur's like, "Oh, I won't kill you," and then he leaves, and Arthur's trying to play around with him a bit because as he walks past Arthur jumps at him a bit and scares the crap out of him.
He can't even leave.
And then he can't even leave because at the beginning, Arthur locked the door and he can't even reach the doorknob.
What a terrible life.
And the interview, this one to me was this stood out a lot for many reasons. You see how much that mental illness is put into this, and you see how, to me, I sort of thought this was kind of like an awareness for it because Joker was mentioning it, how when he was on the show, the only reason why he got there was because, Maury, the Maury show. Murray, my bad.
Yeah.
Murray made fun of him,
Yeah.
and because of that, Joker saw Murray as his hero. And then here he goes making fun of a video of Arthur trying to make jokes. And it really does play a toll, it puts a toll on Arthur because, from the beginning we know he's not okay. He's taking all these meds. And, this could relate, this could be an actual real life situation where we have a guy that has mental illness, could be made fun of. I mean, sometimes it's, done throughout social media. One wrong step and then it could be over from there. So those are our major nominations for the most watchable scene. But honestly, what I would give first place, what I think the winner would be is the interview scene, because of how much it
I would
really
agree.
shows.
Because you really see how a hero who he thought was like a good man just destroys everything, and he only invites him on his show to make fun of him.
Yeah, definitely.
I liked how he came out trying to be like the Joker, putting on makeup, being himself, and trying to show people who he really is. Trying to just come out of his comfort zone.
Bang bang.
And what really sparked it was the shot he did to Murray. He shot Murray straight in the face, and then from there it was just, everybody wreaking havoc. And
That's what's up.
Yeah,
He destroyed Gotham.
yeah, he became a hero to people, and it's weird when you think about that, because you have Thomas Wayne as well, not treating him right, and it just shows wow, if the rich and I guess high rank are gonna act like this, why should we follow them? They're such jerks. No, I think that's why at the end he got that following.
Yeah, I agree.
They just thought it was funny.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna have to change my number one. Number one would have to be short guy scene.
really,
Yeah, because I relate to the short guy, being a short man. It's not fun.
I would relate, but I guess my younger sibling, him trying to reach for the cabinet and he can't. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I'd make fun of him. No, but I think the interview scene, the Tai Chi scenes are good. most of them weren't planned. It was just kind of the actor doing his own thing.
Yeah, you know, that's I'd give it third, but I still give it a nomination out of all the other scenes because it really stood out. Because you know, usually we never heard of the Joker doing Tai Chi, but at the same time, we're also dealing with someone that's mentally ill,
That's how he
and
expresses
it's a
himself.
way, yeah, and it's also a way for him to sort of not lose contact with, you know, his humanity in some sort of way. It's, you know, a way for him to stand there, breathe a bit, and then, you know, come back without doing any mistakes.
Yeah. All right. So
Best lines. Alright, so I have a quote from the interview. So I'm just gonna read it now. What do you get when you cross a mentally ill loner with a society that abandons him and treats him like trash? You get what you fucking deserve. So, pretty much him getting mad or getting bullied or getting made fun of in the scene, the interview. I feel like some people could relate because people just make fun of people on the internet for being, you know, gay or something,
Yeah.
you know. I feel like
I think it's the best line in the entire film, because like you really see him lose it to the point where like he can't take it anymore.
I agree. Like I said before, you know, you have, let's just say, we put it in real life, right? Let's say Jimmy Kimmel went out and said something about a guy. Something that would, you know, really make fun of that guy, sort of ruin his life in some sort of way. You know, that whole line says it right there. Like, you get what you deserve, you know? You make fun, it's really like in school as well, like with bullies, it's like, you know, they beat the crap out of a kid. They call them names, but then later on, you know, there's consequences for that. And I feel like in that movie, although, you know, that was really bad, what happened, you know,
So you're saying the consequence for him bullying him is that he should get shot.
he shouldn't get shot, obviously. I'm just saying that, you know, he could have avoided all of that if he didn't make fun of him.
Mess with the wrong quiet person.
It was not really a great way for him to go, you know. But it was good. That would be my favorite.
That's my favorite
quote.
line. It gave me chills, goosebumps. I felt it. I felt him shot me.
Yeah. You know, I'd give that line first, any day, because you know, I feel like in the beginning, Arthur wouldn't say that. You know, he wouldn't even have the guts to say that. But now he has this new self. Like he just reinvented himself. You know, like he was born again, because he went from a little shrimpy guy, you know,
To a shrimpy guy with, but now he's a clown.
but to now a
Shrimpy guy with a gun.
but to now a stronger character that, although he's not mentally stable, he's still there. You know, like he can be dominant at some times. You know,
With a gun, anyone can be
With a gun.
dominant. Alright. So, what aged the best? So, we can't talk about how it like aged the best because you know it just came out this year.
yeah.
So it is currently the recent thing, but what I told how it compares to like other like hero movies, and I think it's probably like one of the best out of like hero movies. Like if you compare it to like if you compare the Joker to like the Heath Ledger Joker, I think they're both really good. Cause they're like they're both very different Jokers, and one's more. One's more. Well, they're both insane, but one's more like comic book version, and one's more like movie version.
Yeah.
And like
But I'd say now, you know, Joaquin Phoenix,
Phoenix.
my bad. He's, in my opinion, way better than Jared Leto, the one from Suicide Squad.
What's wrong with Jared Leto?
I felt like he just wasn't even Joker. He was just psycho. He didn't even,
You
to
don't
me,
like Jared
just
Leto?
way psycho. You know, way too psycho. Yeah. And wasn't there a controversy over the role,
There was.
right?
Jared Leto got jealous, and he tried to stop the Joker movie from happening because he was like, I'm the one Joker, and yeah, they just kind of like pushed him aside.
Brushed it off because, you know.
Also, the costumes in the scene, I really like how the Joker looks in the movie. I really like how they didn't choose like the normal Joker purple vest. I like how they did what do you wear, something orange? It was like orange.
Yeah.
I like the different face paint they used.
Yeah, the
Like
face
the face paint, I really like how it looked. It looked like an actual clown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. The face paint was different because
Clowns are mad.
what was it? It was all white and then it was just the lips that popped out.
Yeah.
And
He
then we
also
went.
put lipstick on his tongue.
Now it was lipstick, but a triangle above both eyes,
I
eyebrows,
really like the design.
and below his eyes as well. The hair was okay because like you know they didn't try to go for that.
I
Green pop
really
out.
like how it looks.
It was nice.
So I think the costumes are really good. Special effects, really nothing. Scenes. Some of the scenes that are shot are like, they're shot really well. Like the angle, like the cinematography in the movie is like really well. Like compared to like Batman vs Superman, that cinematography is not that good.
You know, because when you look at Joker, he doesn't have a superpower. You know,
He laughs.
He laughs, but he doesn't have a superpower. You know, he doesn't. I feel like this is why the camera was, you know, better than Batman vs Superman.
Like during the Tai Chi dancing, like how it pans out to where he's dancing, like that's really well done.
Yeah, how they they sort of go
Like how they
across.
zoom in like across and you see his body and like it's not well at all.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and because like you don't have special effects in a movie like that,
Yeah.
it's better.
It's not like your normal
it's fluid,
hero
it's
movie.
natural.
So what aged the worst? There were a few scenes that I thought were silly, like the fridge scene.
Yeah.
Where I get that he's going insane, but like him like taking out everything, he just puts himself in the fridge.
Yeah, I really did not understand that. You know, I get as well. He's mentally ill. Just you know, it's weird because I would not imagine someone like that. You know, putting themselves in the fridge, taking everything out just so that they can just
I get it, but
fit in their fridge.
it's-
But
it's something.
yeah,
Let me see. The movie is very, very dark.
yes,
It is something. Like in today's society where like everyone's like worried of everything, everyone's too sensitive. I'm surprised this movie did well.
yeah,
Because like as you said in the beginning, like they were getting extra security because everyone was like afraid that something was gonna happen.
you know, but it's weird because you know that's the world we live in now.
Yeah.
And even if this movie didn't even come out, we put security, you know, heavily in any event.
Mhm.
because due to mass shootings.
But I think I still think like I don't know, like let's say like it's 2024. I still think this movie will age like really well. I think it's really good.
Welcome to part 2 of English Hub.
We will be continuing our podcast of the Joker.
Alright, now resuming to Dion Waiters' Heat Check. This is the minor part that had a great role in the movie. Our nominees are Zazie Beetz, who played Sophie Dumont, Frances Conroy, who played Penny Fleck, and Brett Cullen, who played Thomas Wayne. Now,
Wait, you think Thomas Wayne is a nominee?
yes, Thomas Wayne. You may think, why Thomas Wayne? He was barely in the movie, but he had such a great impact. Serious impact. You cannot deny that.
He had an impact, but they didn't really show him in the movie. Like, he didn't really do anything in the movie.
He actually did, though.
All he did was what? Punch someone?
Well, wasn't
He just punched Arthur. That's about it.
exactly, and that led to Arthur saying, "Wow, the high class, screw these people." And so then
I disagree.
I actually agree with that because it's because of people like Thomas Wayne,
Bruce Wayne.
Murray, and then who was it? Alfred as well, the high class. Here we
Alfred
have
really
Arthur.
isn't high class though.
Technically is because he's getting
I mean, he's just a butler.
exactly, but he's pretty much living with the high class. And then you have Arthur. He's living in an apartment,
That's what's up.
and the apartment's not even really well kept.
Alright, let's go over the next one.
And then I said Frances Conroy, Penny Fleck, was Arthur's mom. She played a real great role in this. Because, from the start we all think, wow, Arthur's probably related to Thomas Wayne, but then in reality they're just all crazy, the whole family. And then Zazie Beetz Sophie Dumont. Alright, now this one's kind of trippy, only because she's there and she's not there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so Arthur's there thinking that he's with Sophie, when in reality he's just it's all in his head. He's insane.
He's just crazy.
But
but-
you see the impact her character has
Yeah.
on Arthur.
That has a real impact even though she's not there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say that I think the midget should be a nominee. I think he had a real impact.
Really?
Yes.
How come?
Because I can relate to him being short. So like also he's a midget.
I really didn't think he had that
He's
much of an impact.
Arthur's no. Arthur considers him a friend.
Alright, no. Arthur just let him loose. That's really all that was into that. But out of my nominees, I would have to say that Sophie Dumont is top.
Yeah, I would agree.
Only because you look at this and then she knocks on his door. No, Arthur goes into her apartment and that's when you realize he's insane.
Yeah.
Because you think that she was with him the whole time.
But it was just
But then at the end when she says, "Why are you here?" It's like, wow, he really wasn't with her
he's
the
really
whole time.
just insane.
Um,
Alright,
Yeah.
so we could agree that Sophie Dumont gets it.
yes.
Alright. So on to the next. We have casting what ifs.
Uh-huh.
So apparently in like the original pitch for the Joker movie, it wasn't gonna be Joaquin Phoenix, but it was gonna be Leonardo DiCaprio as Arthur
That is ridiculous. Actually ridiculous.
and Robert De Niro to play Murray Franklin. What an interesting pair.
See, Murray, I was okay with it. Robert De Niro playing that role, I was okay with that. He played it well. But then if you put Leo DiCaprio in,
Leo.
yeah, Leo. If you were to put him in, he would have to lose all that daddy fat, and he just doesn't have that look for, oh, I'm insane. Somebody, come and get me.
I don't know. I think he could probably pull off that look.
Never. Absolutely not.
I think he could pull it off. It's really weird. I mean, the only reason why they didn't do it because he was already signed on for another project.
I just feel like if Joaquin Phoenix didn't do it, it wouldn't have been the same. I think it would have been as good as this one.
I think it could have been as good.
I just feel like
we'll never
Joaquin
know.
has that face.
Call him crazy.
I'm not calling him crazy. I'm just saying that he had that face. It was nice.
It was nice.
Yes. he fit. When I see Joker in the comics and see Joaquin Phoenix's character, I actually think they're identical.
No,
Yes.
they're completely different. Their facial structure is very different.
No, they actually look the same to me.
No, they
You know
don't.
what? Moving on.
Wait, no, I'm not done. So that's.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Okay.
Yeah. So Leonardo DiCaprio could have been Arthur. Now, what if they followed into Jared Leto's request and made him Joker?
It would have been terrible. It would have been like Suicide Squad. It would have been terrible.
He has an interesting take on the Joker.
This guy wanted to fit his character in the weirdest ways possible.
I think he could fit it. I think.
He sent his co-stars provocative items
He was getting into the role.
to get into character.
He was getting into the mindset.
That's terrible. Oh
that
my
just
gosh.
shows how dedicated he was to being Joker. You see, he's getting into the mindset, he's surprising everyone.
And his performance was utter trash. Oh my gosh.
So,
And the way he looked, I don't see Joker. You know what I see?
bootleg Joker.
Exactly.
All right. So we can agree that Joaquin Phoenix is the best guy for the role.
Yes, definitely. I think he's the only man for that role.
Yeah.
Moving on to Apex Mountain. I only have 2 nominees for this, and Apex Mountain is people that were involved in the film, and if this was their best film. Now I said Zazie Beetz again, and April Grace. April Grace was one of the psychiatrists.
Really? You think
Yes.
this is the best?
I think no. I'm just saying these are 2 nominees, because Zazie Beetz also played. What was it? Well, I forgot her name. She was Lucky in Deadpool. I'm not sure if you remember Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
And how she had luck on her side. I'll be honest. I think that was also really good because of how funny it was. Because in Deadpool 2, they all jump out of the airplane, right? And all of them died.
I was about to say.
Except for Deadpool and her. And she really played that really nice. And April Grace also played in I Am Legend as the mother. But then she died in a helicopter crash. In the movie, at least. Yeah.
I think this is some of Joaquin Phoenix's best work. I think his acting is phenomenal in the movie.
Really?
Yeah. I think his acting carries the movie.
I said Zazie Beetz because how she transitioned into Arthur's mind, into a new character, not knowing what the hell happened with Arthur, was really nice.
I think it's Joaquin Phoenix's best work because you really think he's gonna go insane after the film.
I guess you're right.
And most of the Tai Chi dancing wasn't planned. Like he improvised that, and it really goes well with the film. I think it's some of his best work. Like his acting's phenomenal in the movie.
One other mention is Robert De Niro.
He's also really good in this film.
Late night talk hosts, right? I feel like he played a really good douchey one.
I mean, he looked up to him as like a hero.
Yeah, and then just spitting all over his face. It's like
And
Robert De
again-
Niro really played that part
He
nice.
gets rewarded with the bullet. But
But
I don't think it's his best work. But I think he's pretty good. Yeah.
I think the winner again for me would be Zazie Beetz, only because how she like, you know, changed her her knowledge throughout the movie. Yeah, so Zazie Beetz would be my winner.
I'd say Walking Phoenix.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
No. So now we have half-assed internet research. That one's mine. So we already went over some of it in like the beginning, where it's like Jared Leto trying to stop the film from being made because he thought he was the one and only Joker.
Even though his part was trash,
You know, people. I don't know. He's not bad. He's bad.
garbage. Suicide Squad, terrible.
Let's see. Oh yeah. The final budget for the film was like 55 million, which is like
Really?
a fraction of like a typical comic book movie. That's not even like half. It's just a fraction, like 1/4.
Shit.
Yeah. So they really did good with the budget. Not
Yeah.
bad. A fun fact is that when Arthur fires the gun and he writes left-handed, but Joaquin Phoenix is like right-handed. But Arthur Fleck writes when he's left-handed in the movie, but he writes right-handed for like his journal entries.
Wow.
So like
actually
when
did
he
not know
when he
that.
has like a mental breakdown,
he'll write
with his right hand.
And when he's like all okay,
He'll do it with his left.
That's actually.
But then when he has his mental breakdown, he switches to right. And I was like, wait, what? I looked at it again, and I was like, oh damn, that's actually.
You know, something about this movie was that movie theaters, right, were told to take caution because they thought the movie would.
Because of the Dark Knight incident.
They thought that the movie would cause others to come out and kill the people.
Which is understandable. The movie is very.
I guess so, but I watched it, numerous times, and by now,
I didn't even
It's
see
just
any.
me,
I
but-
didn't even see any increased security when we went to the theater.
yeah, I thought it was fine. I knew nothing was gonna happen.
Also, it's weird how you don't see the DC Comics logo in the film.
Really?
Yeah. Or you don't see it until like the after credits.
And usually they start with the.
They usually
flip
start it with
into
like
DC.
yeah. So I don't think they wanted to be a part of this DC universe.
Because of how like
Trash it.
it wasn't trash, but it was just really provocative.
No, like the DC universe films are kind of trash.
You think so?
I know so. We got Batman vs Superman.
Alright, Batman vs Superman is a different story.
I saw that in theaters.
That was nice. Yeah, no. I guess you're right. DC's kind of.
Also, the Joker laugh. Joaquin Phoenix like breaks it down into like 3 steps.
Really?
Yeah, and like he describes it as like something painful to him. Yeah. And I'm like, wow.
It's funny because throughout the whole movie you see Arthur laughing, but he was only laughing just to fit in. And then when he went to the comedy club and said his own jokes, that's when he was truly laughing. But at the same time, he started laughing before he even said the joke. But it's kind of creepy.
Alright, so that's our research.
Alright, next topic. Joey Pants Award for that guy. So again, I said Zazie Beetz because I recognized her as soon as I saw her. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
she's from Deadpool. Robert De Niro. You can see that guy anywhere. You know who it is. Douglas Hodge. Now, I'm not saying that the actor is like that guy, but I'm saying the part he played. When I saw Alfred, nobody knew that was Alfred in the movie theater. I can guarantee you that. Everybody thought that was just a butler. I'm telling you right now,
He doesn't even look like a butler.
I know, but as soon as I saw Arthur go up to little Bruce and Alfred comes, I knew that was Alfred from the start. And many thought it wasn't Alfred because he was with the League at first. And
I thought it was just some random bodyguard because it looks nothing like Alfred.
but that really caught me by surprise. And to be honest, on all those three, I give Alfred Pennyworth the first place. Only because, like, when you see Alfred, it's like, oh shoot, like things, you know, it's really nice to see Alfred. Because you get that, like, Batman vibe, sort of. You know what I'm saying? No? But, yes, Alfred Pennyworth. Because if you were to play a game or see a movie and see him, it's like, shit, this is Batman's little help right here.
I would disagree with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Who would you say?
I would give it to Sophie Dumar.
Really?
Yeah. You don't believe it. I would give it to Zazie Beetz.
I guess so, because you know he played two great roles, you know. But I feel like Alfred is such a heavy role.
I think Alfred's dumb. Alright, so could this be remade as a 10-episode Netflix series?
To be honest,
I say no.
I don't think so, because this is giving you a backstory. I don't really think you can make.
I think you could make it into a 10-episode Netflix series. It just wouldn't be good.
It would not, because they tried it with Batman, right? What was it called? It was called Arkham.
Gotham?
No, sorry, I'm confusing two different
Yeah,
places.
let's say like Gotham is like not very much about Batman.
Oh yeah, Gotham.
It's not very much about
It's
Batman.
not very much about Batman, but you see little Bruce as a teen. But at the same time, it really wasn't great.
Yeah, but it's not really like it's going off of its own thing. It's not like remaking the comic into something. It's not like remaking a comic into.
Yeah, but it shows you like a little back, like it shows you Bruce is like a little childhood, I guess, in some sort of way.
I guess it's not really focused on Bruce too much.
Yeah,
He doesn't have parents.
but I don't think this could be remade into a.
I think it's I think it does great just as a film.
Me too.
Cause like
Make it into a.
I think if you make it into a 10-episode Netflix
It'd
series,
be
I
hard
think,
to drag it out.
I think it needs to it gets dragged out, and the pacing starts to get it's a very fast-paced movie. Like a 10-episode Netflix series, it would be very slow-paced, and I guess I would assume people would lose interest.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, the Saul Rudnick Award for overacting. Joaquin Phoenix.
For the laugh, right? Yeah.
That it's
Yeah.
good, but
I give him
it's
that.
a bit
I agree.
it's a bit overdoing it.
I definitely agree. That laugh was.
It's also Tai Chi.
Yeah.
There's a bit too much Tai Chi in the
And it wasn't
film.
planned, too.
It wasn't planned. It's not bad. It's just
But you know,
Sometimes-
even though he overacted, it gives you he gave you a nice feel of like the actual character. How Arthur
it
tried
gives you
to calm down
Also,
using Tai Chi.
also the fridge scene
All right, the bridge scene was.
is pretty dumb.
It didn't make sense to me, to be honest.
I get it. He's going insane. But still, it's kind of dumb.
Yeah. Anyways,
So we can
thank
both
you.
agree.
thank you for tuning into English Hub. Please leave a like, subscribe.
Okay, so-
no, part 2. I'm gonna edit it so it's this.
All right.
Welcome to part 2 of English Hub.
This is our final review of The Joker, or Joker, the film, made in 2019.
Yo, joke.
Shut up. Alright, we'll be talking about a few more topics. Alright. Alright, we're talking about who won the film. And who came out the best out of this film?
Well, I said Joaquin Phoenix came out pretty good at the film because it's a hard part to play the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Jared Leto can do it. He was trash.
I think you're just jealous.
No, I think he was pretty butt cheeks.
I think you're just jealous.
I agree. Joaquin Phoenix is at the top because you know the Tai Chi and
The laugh. The
laugh
laugh is really
yeah.
good.
it just plays more into that. It
Like,
plays more into who
He
Arthur is.
he was phenomenal in the movie. Like he really played Joker well. But I think Jared Leto could do better.
Jared Leto could not do better. He's trash.
You're just jealous.
I'm not jealous. I'm right.
You know what? I'm gonna have to say the midget won the film.
Really, in just 2 scenes.
In just 2 scenes, he's basically like the main star at this point.
I don't like your thinking. I absolutely disagree with you.
Well, you're not short, so you can't relate. I relate to the midget.
Oh my gosh, you loser.
So mean.
The midget just doesn't have a part, and I think it's terrible. I don't really think it's that good. The only funny part is when his friend dies.
I think you're
because of
telling
Arthur.
I think you're saying he's bad because he's short. It's quite
No, it's bad for him to be short because his friend dies and he's trying to leave the house, but he's too short to reach the lock.
That's how I feel. So yeah, short guy for me.
Oh my gosh, no. Now I would easily go with fucking Phoenix.
Yeah, but yeah.
No.
What about Alfred? So much better.
Yeah, you just talking about Alfred is trash.
He is, but so much better.
No, if anything, he's better than. He's way better than
Way better than who?
the midget.
What?
Yes,
No.
yes, the midget.
No.
has no part being there.
The midget?
Oh my God.
It's because he's short, isn't it?
No, he's so weak. The midget has literally 2 scenes and doesn't really make.
Alright, Alfred has 1 scene.
And you think, wow, damn, what an amazing part you just played because it's
No,
Alfred.
no. I thought that was just some random bodyguard. That
No.
doesn't look like Alfred.
Yes. It's actually really good.
Alfred's old. That was not old. Alright. So midget, Alfred, Joaquin Phoenix.
Yes.
Alright, what are some like problems you had with the movie?
I said the ending because it wasn't really like explained. He just came out of the room with bloody shoes,
But where else are you gonna get that, dude?
I think the ending should have ended like with him standing. He was like standing on the car, right? I think it
Yeah,
should have ended
yeah.
right there with like the laugh
Instead
at
of
the
being
end.
in the room.
Yeah, that's a problem. Another problem I have, again, we have to bring it up, the fridge scene. That is
Alright, we all agree that that's not really
it's pretty dumb.
it was really pointless. We already get that he's kind of crazy.
I don't know. The ending was weird. Like, I don't know. I didn't really like how it ended.
It was
Like, I think it would have been 10 times better if it ended with like him laughing on the car, like everyone's cheering him on. Because like when he showed up at the office, I thought like, wait, was it like all a dream or something? Like,
Yeah,
I was
like,
confused. I was like, was it a dream? It's a messed up dream.
yeah.
But then he came out with bloody shoes. I was like, okay, that ain't a dream. Some questions that like you had about the movie that they didn't answer.
I think if anything, that answered my question about the Joker. I really needed that backstory because you know, I'll be honest. The past movies I've seen Joker, it's like, okay, good villain, but where did he come from? You know, like I get he's a lunatic, but what really is his backstory? And I really want those little details, and that's what the movie answered for me.
How are you two doing over here?
I'm doing good. Unanswerable
It's okay that I
question.
type it on.
Why do you go in the fridge?
All right, yeah, we can agree on that.
I said what happened to Sophia, his neighbor, because there was like some things they were dating.
Wasn't real.
Yeah, I know, and then
Yeah, I can see how that left like a few people
Yeah.
confused. Though.
like did she die or something?
Like I could see like some people being like, "Wait, what? I'm confused." Like I think they should have elaborated on that more
Yeah.
because they just kind of like runned off and like, okay,
Yeah, but I feel like you could just get a little sense of it for a bit, you know, because
I mean, there could be people who are confused because they didn't really go in on it. They just
Okay.
kind of like left it there.
yeah, for me.
That could also be a nitpick as well.